Xavier, and I know your name is Samantha, correct? Yes. So yesterday, I don't know how I got led up there, but I wanted to participate in the panel, and I just so happened to just come into your panel yesterday, and I was listening to the whole thing about, having a pitch to an anime. Um, and to be honest, I'm not all too familiar with the things that you've done, but I am still thankful to be able to person of color and whatnot, and seeing how you see the industry for yourself. How long have you been in the industry?
Oh, see, I started in the industry since the not early 90s. I'm not that old. I'm old. I'm 42. Back in,
Really?
yeah, Asians don't raise it, man.
Oh my God. You sound like someone I know down in Houston that said the same thing. But yes.
No wrinkles, man. No wrinkles. I started in like 97, 98.
Okay.
Around then, and like for a long time, in whatever part of the entertainment industry that I was in, it was always like token. It was like token POC, it wasn't until I started working doing stuff on Troublemaker Studios, Robert Rodriguez's studios. But even then, it's like I'm the token Asian-ish person because I'm only half.
What nationality are you?
Oh, I'm half Japanese, half Irish. So I've got that urge to drink, but I can't handle my liquor.
I love it. So, I didn't get the chance. I'm kind of all over the place. So, I didn't get a chance to come to your booth, but I saw that you had like Stitch photos.
Oh, yeah.
Did you you didn't happen to voice Stitch?
Oh, no. So I started off as an animator, and I started doing as a classical animator.
Okay.
I did a lot of work for like Warner Brothers, and did a lot of work for Disney. I've done those Jetsons commercials and things like that.
Okay.
King of the Hill. Worked on. Sometimes, sorry, it's like the list of titles. I'm like, I don't even remember. Like, worked on Clerks, worked on Stitch by Two, worked on a couple of other Disney movies.
Okay.
But then I stumbled into voice acting, and then I stumbled into live action acting, and stumbled into VFX work and gore effects, and so yeah, it's I'm like that. When you watch those Kicks commercials from back in the day, where it's like the kid looks at the bowl of cereal and he's like, I don't know if I want to try this. Oh, get Mikey, he'll try anything. And he's like,
He likes it. He likes it.
Yeah, I'm Mikey. I'll do whatever if it pays the bills. It's like, oh, you want me to make some zombies? Okay, yeah.
So in other words, you necessarily don't even say no. You're willing to try anything new when it comes to the career part of things. Yeah, I like that. Yes. I hear your voice. I have a friend that has a voice that just like yours, and then she can just snap it, turn it into something real deep. You have a lot of range, don't you?
Yeah, normally if I'm really excited, it gets really high.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm at a convention and I'm excited and I'm a big old otaku.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it's like I got distracted because there were cartoons on the TV and I was like, no. I'm all about I'm in an area where it's like, this is my fandom. It's like my T-shirt, Inuyasha. So I'm excited. But yeah, if I have to okay, so I have to be kind of so every Asian that I know has this where we have to pull the white person voice out of our hat, and so if I have to do business, I have to pull out it's like, okay, I gotta pull out the white person voice. Oh, hello, how are you? It's like,
Do you have those reports in for the day?
Please send in those TPS reports. It's like, so depending on the situation, my voice will go all over the place.
Code switching, yeah.
I run my own animation studio, and so it's like, a lot of times when a client is first meeting me, they're just like, who is this little loud-mouthed little kid? And so I have to have my adult voice.
Gosh, yes. So
Otherwise, they don't take me seriously.
now I see what you're saying. Yes, yeah. It's like, oh, the voice is like, no, can't take it seriously, but then you have to change it just to be taken serious. Yeah, yeah. That's
I love messing with telemarketers though.
what do you do?
Oh, dude, what don't I do? It's like when a telemarketer calls and they're like, "Hi, is your mother there?" And I'm like, "She fell asleep. She won't wake up. She's starting to smell. I'm hungry. Are you my new mommy?" And they hang out.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. How often do you play around with voices when you with just how did you even get into doing voices?
Oh, so I was working at an animation studio, and I think I was I was working on Barbie. So I was animating Barbie, and I was talking smack to Barbie while I was drawing her. I'm like, yeah, you like that? You like that? Oh.
It's like that meme where he's like, I like to color. Yes. It's like other color. It's a
You
color.
have a giraffe neck and your eyes never pull it. And so it's like my producer is walking past my cubicle, and I was like, what the heck is wrong with you? You have like, you know what? I love your voice. It's so annoying. You'd be perfect in anime. And that producer, his name is Joel Sweeney. He now lives in Chicago, and he never lives in town because it's like I will always blurt out his name. It's like it's Joel Sweeney, SWEENEY, Chicago. He came around and he was like, "You have an annoying voice. You'd be perfect in anime." And like 2 weeks later, he shoved me into a recording booth over at ADV Films Austin and Monster Island Studios, and voila, got into voice acting.
And so you're telling me just by just you expressing yourself in the moment versus you actually doing it as a kid growing up, that's what got you into it?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, it's not uncommon for animators to also do voice acting, because in order to be an animator, you actually have to have a really strong background in acting, because when you're animating, making a character, have you ever seen like that TV show Arcane on Netflix?
I haven't watched it yet, but it's in my list.
Shame on you!
Oh, sorry.
Shame on you! Shame!
Please,
Shame on
forgive
you!
me.
Give me your hand. Okay, so
I
you
need
have to
icy
watch
hot.
that show, Arcane. It is beautiful. Okay, but watch actually how the characters act, even on the parts where they're not speaking, because that's not motion capture. None of that's motion capture. That is purely the animator making those characters, living those characters, and it's like making those characters live, breathe, eat. It's like. And so that's what an animator has to do. And so it's like to transition from being an animator to voice acting is actually not that far off. That's why you got Brad Bird playing the voice of that slug woman in all the Monsters Inc. movies. It's like you see a lot of like animators who actually also do the voice acting and stuff.
Samantha, you are fun. You are very much fun. You are very. I didn't even ask the personal question. Where did you grow up at?
What?
Where did you grow up at?
So I was a military brat.
Okay, so you moved from place to place.
Yeah, like I was. My dad met my mom in Japan.
Okay.
That's why I've got the halfy blood there, and so I lived in Japan every summer and every winter from 1979 until 91, and lived in various military bases. Lived in Naples military base. Lived in the Philippines Navy base there, and so English was not my strong suit, but I have a really crude sense of humor because it's like being raised around military people. It's like that's my life, But then I came to the U.S. and the first place that we moved to was Chicago, and so yeah, I went to. Lived like 2 blocks away from Cabrini Greens, and that was the same year that Candyman came out, and so it's like my first movie in the U.S. was Candyman. So actually, I'm the biggest Candyman fan that you will ever meet. You can ask my boyfriend. It's like I go nuts.
So you would say it 5 times.
No, I'm not dumb. I am a fan, but I am not dumb. I could probably get a couple of my friends to do it, but no. But yeah, it's like so it was really cool seeing where I grew up on a movie, and I was like, oh, that's down the street. That's the it's like so that's that store. Oh, there's that church. Yeah, it's like but yeah, we lived in Chicago for some years, and then came to Texas.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all the time I have.
I'm sorry. I'm a troublemaker. Literally.
I am so thankful for this interview with you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Samantha.
you.
Yes.